Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading for September 2025. My name is Mejah. Let's see what's going on for you. Spirit, what messages do we have for Virgo for September? Alright, for the past we have the Ancient, Elder Experience Lessons, the Weaver, Fate, Destiny, Word. In the present advice card, we're having the Merciful One, Compassion, Release, Relief, and outcome, we're having She Who Laughs, Humor, Perspective, Mirth. And overall energy, we have Sorceress, Rituals, Power, Will. And we're having the Fairy Norm, Planning, Patience, Cooperation. So you're clearly letting something go here, and it's quite destined to be let go of at this time. And at the same time, I feel like you're very aligned with it. So you're manifesting what's like meant to happen, basically. You know, when we're following our intuition and our inclination, like, I feel like this is not the place for me, or this relationship for me, or whatever it is, or this work for me. And you're going with it, even though it might be scary or it might be bittersweet, you know, that kind of, you know, because everything that's being let go of at this time and this year, because it's been, you know, since the last eclipse in March, it's not easy things, you know, change is not easy, right? And I feel like you've thought it through, you made your informed decision, you sat with yourself, and it's also like practically knowing like, okay, this is the right time to do it, I have enough funding for it, you know, putting the Virgo practical energy into it as well. But you're meant to be doing this now, to let go of it. You learned, like, and you're coming from a lot of experience as well. So I think you just really learned how to turn inwards to listen to your own intuition. All right. Pardon me if the sound is echoey. I just moved in the other day, so getting my stuff from Sweden. I'm in London now, so getting our stuff from Sweden tomorrow, and our cat. So it will be filled up with some stuff tomorrow, but it's very empty and echoey right now. All right, let's see. Yeah, bring your ideas to life. Yeah, so whatever you have been contemplating, this is the month to really solidify it. All right. So even, yeah, time to heal. I also feel like it's like an integration period, like letting something go. I feel like it's more like now you're letting something go, and it might be that September is a little bit of a in between, like a vacuum space. Like, I don't know. The in between. Some people call it God's waiting room. But it's not even that. I feel like maybe you just need a little bit, like a week or two to just integrate. Like, okay, I closed that chapter now. I'll let that go. Let me just sit, breathe, be for a couple of weeks. And then you'll be ready to bring something new to life, okay? So it's really about, yeah, listening to your own inner self as well, to know when the right timing is, because I do feel like there's a little bit of time that you need to have to shed that old skin of the chapter that is closing out. Okay, staying focused, hold the course. I love this Merlin as well. You know, so stay focused on what it is you're manifesting. All right. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. And I really feel that with the Weaver card here, that like when it's meant to happen, you are being taken care of, okay? During these changes. All right, let's see. Yeah, 5 of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, the Death card. Closing that chapter out, transformation. 3 of Pentacles. and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it seems like there's some loose ends that you need to tie up this month. Probably gonna juggle a lot, like especially like the 2 first weeks of September, you're going to juggle a lot. Maybe having to come together with other people to make this happen. Like if you're moving house, or closing out like an old job, like tying up loose ends there. It's, yeah, the closing out chapter that feels like that's, yeah, it's going to be a lot of, not even fires to put out, but it's just a busyness, right? You know, just to give one example, it's like moving house, right? Like you have to, often you have to ask for some help, right? From friends, family. There's a lot of things to do, or maybe if you're like quitting a job or like ending one job, you have to like take care of your current clients or whatever, make sure the bookkeeping is done, like fill all the forms. It's so much like it feels like you're juggling a little bit, like a lot of smaller things and some bigger things as well to close out that chapter. And I think that's also why once you get out of it, you need this time to heal. You need just time to just 1 or 2 weeks. You're probably ready to bring the new to life, you know, at the second new moon in Virgo, which will be 22nd of September, together with the solar eclipse, which brings new beginnings, and the autumn equinox bringing abundance, blessings, and balance, all right? Let's see, the Fool. Starting a new journey. The Magician, yeah. You've been manifesting this like for the most part of this year, like at least since March, but I think the seeds were already planted end of December, beginning of January. So this is something you've been working towards this entire year, and now it's happening. Yeah, you've been following your intuition, that inner voice and inner feeling that you needed to do, and you've been following it. And like with the Fool, is a very not naive, but like having to have faith in the universe, and that you will be okay. Because when we're following our intuition, it is a bit scary because there's no guarantees, right? If you're going on a fear-based feeling, then you wanting to have concrete, like factual bits, you know, you want to know that you have a set salary, you want to know that you have a home, like, you know, before you terminate the lease somewhere else. It's like, but with the Fool and the Page of Cups and the Magician, this is like you manifesting a brand new beginning based on your intuition and how you feel. Yeah, and there's no guarantees. That's why fear comes in there, but faith over fear. I was gonna get that tattoo in July. I still need to go get that. Faith over fear. It needs to go on my arm with some angel wings. And 444, because 444 is protected by angels. So if you're seeing 444 or a lot of 1s and 4s, that's the angels and your spirit guides, the universe, God, goddess, whatever, sending you the message of comfort, like that you are protected. Okay, it's like they're giving you a hug from the other side, telling you it's gonna be okay. Ace of Swords. You've had that clarity, like there's it's almost like that you just knew it had to happen. You just knew you had to go down this way because it feels right. And then you might have had to come to terms with your logical side and practical side. Oh, but we've had this home or this job or this work, like business or relationship, even like for X amount of years. And this is everything that my kids know, or this is all I know. What will we do after, you know? But there's this beauty of closing out the old, you know, to open up for the new. And I think you learned along the year to lean more into what you feel is right and not what you think is right, okay? The Empress, this is about flow, having comfort, creativity, freedom, luxury, beauty of life and connection. It's having a more satisfying life than the hustle and grind. So whatever place feels like it's easy, it's effortless, or a relationship or a work situation. This is like the typical like the work that I do. I would do this for free. Like I'm doing it for free on YouTube, you know, also, but I'm also getting paid for it. And you know, it's something that I would still do even if I wasn't paid. Like I was doing it before I was getting paid. And like artists, like a singer would sing without getting paid for it. They just, you know, monetized it, you know. And this is the energy. Instead of like, okay, what career can bring me the most money? Okay, I'm gonna become a doctor, and like not really feeling called to be a doctor. You're just doing it for the money. Like I feel like you're definitely shifting out of doing something because, you know, like because society says it, because your logical mind says it. It's good on paper. Like the thing is like always good on paper, but in reality it doesn't feel right. And now you're going after things that feel right and figuring out a way to monetize it, maybe even if you're switching careers. So maybe you're into, yeah, I don't know, but whatever you're doing, you're following it, and you're going to be able to have a good life with it. Okay, so it is the right choice. All right, 6 of Swords. Moving on, and especially from the mental confusion and fog, this is you having clarity and moving on, to Ace of Cups, you following your heart. And we got the card of destiny and the wheels are turning. Yeah, the wheel of fortune. And that's the Weaver card that you got. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I feel like I've said it all about it. You know, yeah, 7 of Pentacles. Every single positive thought of faith, like in the direction of the new that you have placed this year, has accumulated and started to grow. And that has helped you shift out of your mental fog and to go more into feeling like, and seeing the possibilities that if I go through with this change, how would life look like? And feeling like, starting to feel more like excited and hopeful about it, you know? Because before maybe you just saw like, well, where will the money come from? You know, like all the problems that would come with it. But I think you shifted into seeing the possibilities with it. Yeah, and you're choosing to walk away from something you invested time in for a very long time. A home, relationship, family situation, maybe even for some, if you're moving away, you know, work situation, friendships, whatever it is, like you're choosing to walk away into the new. Because when you leave in the 8 of Cups, it's because you want to pursue the 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is like feeling satisfied, feeling fulfilled, wishes granted. Okay, so you're definitely moving into the right direction. Okay, the universe is giving you a big hug, and me too. All right, love you, bye.